is gonna be coming up at the end of the hour. It is our biggest and best value that we offer from Origami. It is the 2-pack of the large. It's the one everybody waits for and looks for. Because Origami is here, they are doing some of their biggest and best specials on their most popular running items that they have here at HSN. First up this hour is the trolley table. Now this is your sturdy, phenomenal, set and ready, fold up and store and use wherever you want portable station for TV dinners, for getting work done on the computer, all today at $20 off the price. 4 flex only until midnight. We have it in black, we have it in white. It is the most sturdy, stable, removable tray and table that you will find anywhere. And take a look. No assembly required, no complicated process to put it together. A customer pick that today, as a celebration of Origami, is $20 off the price. And my good friend Origami Lou.
Hello.
Is back and ready with more great deals.
Yeah, and this is one of my absolute favorites, simply because I really like to eat food in front of the TV. And this is perfect for that. This is great for your laptops, as you can see right there. And as Brett mentioned, this comes fully assembled out of the box. There's nothing you have to do. And because it is Origami, that means that it is going to be very sturdy and that it is assembly free. Now, watch this. I'm gonna use the black one that's in front of me right here, just to show you a quick demonstration on how easy this is. First of all, I'm gonna just take the top off like that. It just swings off. There's that world famous Origami toggle. You may recognize that. I'm gonna undo that, give it a little kick. Now that's how it's gonna come arrive at your house, just looking like that, or also the way that you're gonna store it. So you can see when you do store this, you're not gonna need a lot of space for this. It doesn't take up a ton of room. When you open it, you just grab the sides, it pops open. By the way, this is all powder coated steel on the frame. You've got a furniture grade wood top here. Oh, before I do that, there's that Origami toggle. Put that through like this. And all you gotta do is press down. You can see how that locks, and then you just drop the top like that. It's that simple to do. Now, this will hold up to 50 pounds on the top of this. So you can put a lot of weight on this guy.
It is the best TV dinner tray that you will ever find.
Oh my gosh.
It is the best mobile laptop station that you will ever have. It's more sturdy, it's more stable. It's the last one you'll ever buy. Instead of feeling like they bend, they bow, they crack, they break every single year. It's a ravely reviewed customer pick. It's one of those things that shouldn't it really be in every home? Isn't there always a time where you're not feeling well, or where you want to be on the sofa, or it's the championship football game, or it's the big award season? You want a great place to eat, you need a great place to work, and it's not necessarily where there's a big full-size table. But most of the ones that break down, flimsy.
Oh no, they are.
You know, they wobble when you try to cut your meat on them.
Yep.
This one is sturdy, it's stable, and it still breaks down and stores easily.
Listen to that. I mean, that is one solid piece of wood on top of this. And the nice thing about this is, look at the way I can pull this right up to my chest, okay? Now, the reason I can do that is down here. The secret right here is this little bow of metal that goes around. There's a cutout for my legs. So my legs will actually fit right underneath this. See that? They go right into that space right there. Now, the other thing about this is that the top of this is actually offset. If you look at the bottom where the wheels are, notice that the table is actually forward on the platform. That's so that you can slide this underneath a couch. You could slide this underneath a you know, a larger chair of any sort, a recliner. This is gonna work anywhere in the house. And it's great for meals. It's wonderful for laptops. It's great for if you like to do any kind of crafting. It's wonderful for puzzles. It's great for the kids to do their homework. There are a lot of people out there who don't have desks in the kids' rooms, okay?
Right, yeah.
This is a great way.
That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, we don't have room, and I mean, Jack's not quite there yet, but I don't have room for a desk in there.
You have room for this?
Right.
Yeah, because you can stick this in a closet or under the bed or wherever, and then when they need it, you just take it out, and in just seconds, you can set this up. Now, how many people out there just had people over, family, for a dinner at Thanksgiving or Christmas or Hanukkah, okay? And you suddenly realized you didn't have enough room on the table for either your coffee service or a water service or for the side dishes. This would be perfect for that as well.
Do you know how many we had at Thanksgiving?
How many?
16.
Wow.
I'm not sure I'll ever do it again. I loved it. It was very, very special, and I was very glad to see the backside of all of them.
But done.
And then nobody was welcome during Christmas or Hanukkah. Just saying. And we needed as much counter space as we could possibly have. We had people going into different rooms to get drinks and to get sides.
Oh my gosh.
You know, great service space. I mean, just surface space is a commodity. It is not easy to come by, especially when it can be sturdy, when it can be dependable, and when it can go away when there's not 16 relatives in your home.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. I don't know, but we survived through it. Okay, you're gonna see a 5-minute clock come up on this presentation. We are already 300 sold, and this is an item that is not normally put on sale. Now, the casters are the only thing that you have to put on them, and then once they're on, they'll stay on forever. And what's great is take a look at that. They lock, so it doesn't roll around with you when you are cutting into that chicken breast in your dinner meal. When you're typing away on your laptop, you're not rolling away with it. It's a simple, smart, better designed folding table than you will find anywhere else. And you know, the other thing, a lot of those folding tables, they're not on wheels. So you really have to like use your back and schlep it around the house to be able to set it up. This one wheels across with you. A great table when you need it, goes away in stores when you don't. No tools, no pieces, no muss, no fuss, no problem. I think it's the smartest portable storing table that you could probably ever buy.
Well, and it's really versatile because you don't have to just use it isolated on its own. You know what I mean? I can incorporate this in, say, with an easy chair, all right? Watch the way, and I was talking earlier about how my legs fit underneath it, okay? But also, remember at the top of this is offset so that if I need to, look at the way that it goes underneath the chair, okay? The part, this side over here, it's actually going, see that? It glides underneath the chair there. So you can really pull this right up to your chest. The problem with a lot of these tables...
I was just gonna say, what about the quality of the wheels? That is not a shallow carpet.
This is a shag rug. Look at how easily that's rolling back and forth there.
That's some serious shag, and it's moving just fine.
Well, and so now, you know, if you like to eat in front of the TV, you can use this by rolling this in right up to your chest, so you're not gonna be spilling any of the crumbs all over yourself. Or if you're a caretaker and you've got someone that you're taking care of, you can bring this right up to them. I mean, that's a wonderful feature about this. They really thought about some really great additions to the design on these tables.
You know, it's also a table that is not usually on sale. Quite frankly, it's not usually in stock because we have trouble keeping this product available to us because it is that quintessential solution for so many people. And it's just one of those things when you're setting up a home and you know you've got family coming or you've got kids or parents that are coming and, you know, or you just have a husband or a wife who likes to eat in front of the TV. It's just something that should be available to you in every home. But most of what you see out there is flimsy, is wobbly, isn't on wheels, takes up more space than it should. You know, it's almost like we got to redefine everybody's vision of what a portable table should be.
I actually think about the tables we had when I was a kid, the TV tables that we had, that had the aluminum tubes with the cross legs, the crisscross legs, and the hard plastic tops, so that when you'd be cutting something, you could actually hear the table crack if you're pressing down too hard. That's not going to happen with these, because remember, you've got a 50-pound weight capacity on this, and there, you know, with Origami, there are no rules. There's nothing that says you couldn't use this if you wanted to put a fish tank on top of it or a TV on top of it. As long as it's less than 50 pounds, you're golden with this. I mean, that's the great thing about it.
And if you're somewhere that you need a table today, but you're moving tomorrow.
I mean, here we go.
Talk about, you'll buy it once and it'll go with you from house to house to house to house. You know, a desk for a student in college, a desk for a student in their first year in an apartment that they're not gonna be in more than a year. It's a tiny little space. So you're either gonna buy a particle board with Swedish instructions that won't make it out of that house because it's got to be taken apart. Or you buy this, and it starts out as their computer station, and then it becomes, you know, when you are the guest in their home. The best thing about buying Origami products, and I truly do believe this, is not a single one of them is disposable. Not a single one of them causes a headache. They're the best solutions when you need them. They hide like no others, and they don't degrade over time from how many times you open them up and use them, fold them up and put them away, move them from house to house, move them from room to room. So if it's something at all that you need or you've got one that's falling apart, know that the money you spend today will probably be the last money you need to spend on an item like this.
And these are solid. I mean, you know, listen to this. This is all powder-coated steel on the frame.
Yes.
So you know that this is gonna last a long time. The top on this, listen to this when I drop the top. I mean, gravity holds that down. That's why you can put up to 50 pounds on top of this, because it's a nice, thick, solid surface. So you know what? If you are a grandparent, if you're an aunt or an uncle, and you have the kids come over, and they need a workspace or someplace to color or do anything like that, this is absolutely ideal, because this top also just wipes clean. I love that. It's got like a plastic coating on top of it, so it's going to wipe clean no matter what you get on top of this.
Okay, so it's available in black. It's available in white. Almost 700 have been ordered. It's a customer pick, and it's only on sale as a celebration of our today's special. In fact, our savings, just the sale price you're getting on our today's special, could buy you. It is the price of the trolley table, available in black and available in white for a limited